What's up, you guys? My name is Bryan Carreto, otherwise known as Mr. CPA, and on this channel, we discuss professional development, the accounting lifestyle, and everything in between. If that sounds awesome to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button below, and welcome to the family. All right, guys, today we got a really important topic to talk about. I've been getting a ton of messages on Instagram. If you're not following me there already, please make sure to do so now. But I've been getting a ton of messages on Instagram for you guys, letting me know you guys just got done with your internships. Honestly, kudos to you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys took the first step in becoming awesome, young, established professionals, which is just freaking great. And because I'll be honest with you guys, back when I was in college, I was not cool enough at the time to get an internship with a big firm. So I think it's so great that you guys were able to experience that and get a little glimpse of what you're going to be doing full time come in a few months or a year from now. So today I thought I'd talk about a video on what I want you guys to be doing prior to starting your full-time gig. I'm assuming a lot of you guys just finish up your internships, which typically happen about a year to 6 months before you start working full-time for whatever firm you interned at. And there's a few things in college that I remember my last year that I feel like I did that really helped me and catapulted me into the career that I have now. So today I'm gonna go over the 6 things I think you guys need to be focusing on prior to starting your full-time career or full-time job. And again, I'm gonna be assuming that a lot of you guys just got done with your internships. Even if you didn't get an internship like I did it in college, these 6 things preparing yourself for your professional career, I promise you guys, if you implement them, you're gonna be so far ahead of your peers, it's not even funny. So let's get into it. The first thing I want you guys to start practicing and start getting good at before you start your professional career is Excel. I am telling you guys, Excel literally holds the whole financial system like on its back. Every company, everyone you know, every business uses Excel, trust me. And the better you get at Excel before you start working, you're gonna be light years ahead of your peers. Well, just by being a subscriber to this channel, you're gonna be way ahead of your peer group anyways. But no, in all seriousness, guys, Excel is super critical. And I'll be honest with you guys, so one thing I regret not really practicing because I didn't have a YouTube channel like this to learn from is how important Excel is. I am telling you guys, especially your first year or 2 in your career, you're pretty much like that analyst, whether you go into public accounting or something else, you're gonna be expected to perform and prepare a lot of the work that ends up getting presented to, whoever. By doing that, you're gonna be able to be quicker, more efficient, the quicker you are and the more you know Excel. There's gonna be times in your career where you get data sets, where you get certain information across your desk and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I put this together? How do I analyze it? And having the Excel skills and knowing how to manipulate data will put you, I'm telling you guys, light years ahead of your peer group, and everyone's going to be super impressed with how proficient you are in Excel. And there's 2 things I recommend you guys do. Excel for Dummies is literally a great book that I still, believe it or not, I still use and refer back to on certain things that I'm like, oh shoot, is that how you do that? And I'll be honest with you, I'm a magician with Excel for sure. As much as I've been working now, I'm really good with Excel, but I always revert back to that book. And another YouTube channel that I'm going to shout out that I absolutely love, especially when I started working, that I used a lot as a good resource, is Excel is Fun. I promise you guys, although I didn't really do it before I started working, my first year in public accounting as a staff associate, I literally tried to do 1 video of Excel is Fun every single week. And I really put me ahead of a lot of people after that first year when we started, because I just got more comfortable with it. And then eventually, like, I was the guy in my peer group that was like good with Excel, which when I started, I was horrendous and horrible. So if I could have avoided a lot of the pain and misery that I went through those first few months that I really wasn't that proficient in Excel, oh man, I literally, I don't know how much I'd pay to not go through that. So you need to get good with Excel before you start working. Second thing you guys need to get good at before you graduate, and I know this is gonna sound really dumb because most of you guys are doing your undergrad in accounting, but you need to, I'm telling you guys, please, there's one thing you do. Ignore everything else in this video, but just learn this because it'll carry you throughout your whole career. You need to understand the fundamentals of accounting. When you breathe, you don't really think about it. It just like happens. That's how I want you guys to be with debits and credits. Remember, debits on the left, credits on the right. You need to remember, you need to learn basic fundamental accounting entry. Even as a manager now in my career, in my position, going back to the fundamentals, it really has carried me throughout my whole career. Although, yes, I wasn't as good with Excel when I started, and maybe I didn't have the best interpersonal skills, but one thing I did have that no one could deny is I had really good basic understanding of the fundamentals of accounting. I always knew, okay, where does the debit go? Where's the credit go? I know it sounds really dumb, but if you guys can really use this last year of your college career to really understand the basics of accounting and really understand, okay, when journal entries happen, when companies go through certain transactions, what's the debit and what's the credit? It's funny when I go and teach my young staff or teach people in my group or that are on my teams, I always tell them, tell me the entry. Because if you can't know the entry behind a transaction, you don't really understand what's going on. And the more you are comfortable and the more of a master you become with the fundamentals of accounting, the greater it's going to happen and the more success you're going to have in your career. Because what ends up happening if you don't have a strong base foundation, it's really hard for you to continue to progress in your career when it comes to accounting. And even if, let's just say for whatever reason, a lot of people maybe don't stay in public accounting, right? You end up doing your year or two and you leave. That's fine too. But whatever business you go to, whatever endeavor you end up choosing to do, whether you want to be an entrepreneur or own your own business, you're going to need to have a set of financials that you produce, that you give to someone, whether it's a bank or an investor, whoever, or you understand, hey, if I do this transaction, if I make this business deal, this is how it's going to impact my financials. Where's the debit? Where's the credit? Because remember, one thing I love about accounting, it's just like life. It has to be balanced. So if there's one side to an entry, there has to be another side to it. So the better you guys can get, I don't know if you guys need to take more courses or just maybe understand, or the courses you're currently taking, really, forget all the other accounting courses. I don't care. Go ahead and do whatever you want with them. But your accounting courses, you really need to go into your first day of work having a master set knowledge of debits and credits. The third thing you guys really need to do, although, I know you guys are celebrating already, you guys got your internship, you got your full-time offer, that's awesome. I'm super proud of you guys, but the work doesn't stop. Just because you got a full-time job offer now you need to start preparing yourself. And the third thing you guys need to do, you guys need to continue to build your interpersonal skills, your social skills. It's just like anything else in life. If you don't practice it, you end up losing what you're good at. And the more you could put yourself in situations where you're presenting, where you're speaking to people, where you're leading the peer group you have in college, the better you're off you're going to be. One thing I've learned in my professional career is that people do business with people they like talking to and people they like interacting with. So the better you can get at social skills, social cues, understanding how to read a room, entering a group of people that you've never even met and becoming literally that social butterfly that everyone wants to gravitate towards. Having charisma and strong interpersonal skills will help you in so many other avenues of your life. Just being a more social guy myself, I have seen so much more success come to me just because when I enter a room, I kind of know how to read it. I know how to read social cues. I'm really good with just going up to someone and talking to them out of nowhere. And those are skills that if there's one place you can build them is college. Because in college, you're always around people. You're always around so many different groups of God knows who, and you can introduce yourself to them, present yourself to them, or whatever it is you need to do, but you need to build your social skills before you start working. The fourth thing you guys need to do before you start working is you need to start building healthy habits that are going to carry into your professional career. If you guys can, please use this last year. So start building a workout routine, start building a healthy routine where you start eating better food, where you start doing just things that are going to help you be a more self-sufficient person. I know in college we have bad diets, or maybe we don't eat as well, or we don't wake up at the same time every day, or we have wacky sleeping schedules. It's going to be really hard for you to break those habits and go into professional life if you're eating bad food every day, if you're not waking up at the same time, if you're not consistently working out. Use this time to really start building a solid workout routine, a solid sleep schedule, and a solid just plan to become the best version of yourself. Things you do outside of work are going to affect you inside work. Trust me, the better you are physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, the better you're going to be into your professional career. The fifth thing you guys need to do is you need to plan ahead and know exactly what you're going to be doing. Like I said, I know you guys are all happy, celebrating, and I'm happy for you, but at the same time, you need to start planning ahead and thinking, okay, It's, this month right now. Where am I going to be at 6 months from now, a year from now? Do you know what firm you're going to accept an offer at? Do you know when you're going to start working? Do you know your start date? Do you know when you're going to start studying for the exam? Are you going to plan to take a vacation after you graduate? These are all things you need to start thinking about, and you need to start worrying about now. Where are you going to be at? Do you have student loans you need to start paying for? When are you going to start paying for them? I want you guys to think about your future self and put that future self in the best position possible, because I'm telling you guys, this year, it's going to go by like that. It's going to fly. Next year, you're going to start working, and you're going to be so behind the 8 ball. You're going to think, oh my gosh, I haven't even ordered my study material. The exam, I wanted to start taking it 3 months ago, but I didn't plan ahead. Plan ahead now to know exactly where you're going to be at a year from now, 6 months from now, 3 months from now, and plan your life and know exactly where you want to be a year from now and work backwards. Start setting up things today that are going to set up that future self for the most success possible. And the sixth and final thing I want you guys to do before you start working is enjoy college. Do not rush it. I know the past 5 things I talked about, getting good with Excel, being great at accounting, interpersonal skills, all that good stuff is great. Don't get me wrong. I want you guys to literally use this video as a blueprint for the next 6 year months of your life. But at the same time, if there's one thing that I did do right in college my last year after I got my full-time offer, is I enjoyed the heck out of it, and I don't regret anything. I did so many things that I typically didn't do my first 3-4 years in college, where I was like working super hard and studying all the time, and I wouldn't go to this party because I had to study, and I wouldn't go see this person, or I wouldn't, get involved or date this person, or whatever you want to call it. My last year, after I got my full-time offer, all that stuff went out the door, and I had probably the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. Those last 6 months were full of me doing a bunch of extracurricular activities, getting involved in intramural sports, going to pretty much every party I got invited to. Obviously, that didn't affect my studies, okay? I don't want you guys to not study accounting still. Obviously, I want you to do the things I talked about in this video. But that being said, live it a little, let loose, enjoy these last 6 months, 3 months, a year of your college experience. You're never gonna have as much free time as you do now in your college career. I know sometimes it can be tough because maybe you don't have as much money or whatever. All those things will come with time, I'm telling you, but just enjoy the social aspect of college. I know maybe we're still going through, the pandemic, and I get it, and maybe some of you are remote, but just try to make the best of it. Set up virtual calls. Do the best you can to enjoy your last year of college, because I'm telling you guys, when you start working, you start getting older, responsibilities come, and you don't have as much free time to spend with your friends and your colleagues and your family, or whatever it may be. This video I did on don't rush life, enjoy it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Enjoy your last year of college, and I'm hoping that a lot of you guys are able to do it, in person and get that full experience. But enjoy it, guys. Trust me, because before you know it, all you're going to be doing is number crunching all day. So enjoy the social aspect of it. Enjoy the fun times, because before you know it, it's going to go like this. That's the video for today, guys. And to recap, there's 6 things I want you guys to do before you start your professional career and you leave college. That is, become a master with Excel, understand and know the basics of accounting like it's the back of your hand, continue to build your social skills, build healthy habits that are going to carry you into your professional career, plan ahead, and make sure you set up your future self for the most success possible. And lastly, guys, enjoy it, because it goes by like this. That's it for the video today, guys. If you found some value from the video, please make sure to hit the like button below for the YouTube algorithm. And also, guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post there daily. And until next time, work hard, dress well, peace.